Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader. It's Tuesday, June the 15th, and these are the charts of the day. Market had a big day today, and lots of stocks are moving. Some of the best ones that we've seen are as follows. ARBA, ARBA, broke out over the April and early June double top and spiked up $1 today, or 6.25% on a 1.75 million shares, the biggest volume in about 3 weeks. Looks like the stock is now headed for a test of key overhead resistance from the '08 highs, double top up here around the 18.5 level. If that's taken out, next resistance up looks like about 23. That's our next trading target. Aruba Networks, ARUN, has been in a nicely rising channel. That broke in May when the market did, but it snapped back in a beautiful wave, five-wave advance here, and appears to be at resistance now. It could back off at this point, but if a breakout does occur, we'll be looking for the rally to extend itself to get up towards the $18 level, our next trading target. CRUS Logic, in a very, very nice formation, was moving at a certain angle of ascent that is now transformed to a sharper angle of ascent with heavier volume. As you can see here, the volume traded in May and early June is heavier than normal, and the stock, which had been moving in a coiling type pattern, spiked $1.15 today, or 8%. On 4.9 million shares. That's the heaviest volume in a couple of weeks. And it sure looks like the stock may be headed for a test of overhead resistance in the top of the channel up near 20 bucks. GSB, Globalscape, accelerated today, jumping 44 cents or nearly 19% on 370,000 shares. More importantly, the consolidation which was taking place today was broken with a bang. Next target around 3.5 should be tested shortly. That's a long-term resistance level. Beyond that, the next target beyond that would be up somewhere up in the 5.5 zone. IDT Corp continues its sharply rising angle of ascent. The recent 6-week coil was broken for 2 days ago. The stock followed through yesterday and again today, but more importantly, today's stock moved to 1120, took out the April high, and now appears headed for a top of the channel in the 14.5 range. That's our next trading target for IDT. L&L Energy finally broke its declining tops line and channel, moved back up across its 10 and 21-day moving averages, which are now crossing over bullishly, then took out lateral price resistance here and this mini base, and today followed through for another 45 cents or 4.67% on 500,000 shares. Now, key overhead resistance appears up around the 10.65.80 zone, but a move through that, I think, gets this stock moving into the 12.5 and then 14.5 range. Those are our next two trading targets on LLEN. Omnivision had an exceptional day today, jumping $1.43, closing near the highs for the day on 7.5% gain on 1.9 million shares. That's the heaviest volume in about 5 or 6 sessions, but more importantly, the breakout across this lateral price resistance, which was key, has taken place and should lead to a move that takes the stock up towards the 23.5, 24.5 zone up here. I'll give you a target of 24 on that going forward for OVTI for a trading target. PPO, Polypoint International, also may be coming out of this wedge pattern, but notice the earlier channel that's been in play. The stock looks like it may be headed towards the top of that channel at 27 with a near-term target and test of 23.45.50. Those are your two levels to keep an eye on. RAME Energy, RAME, had a significant price volume surge, jumping 45 cents or 25.4% on a huge volume of 2.8 million shares, 2.28 million shares. That's extremely heavy volume, but most importantly, lateral price resistance at around the 210 range was taken out. Around the $2 range, and the stock closed significantly higher. Now, there is a resistance level up here around the December high that it tested and backed off of today. So watch for a move through the 240-45 range. And if that does occur, next target on RAME would be around the 3.5 to 4 zone. Skechers is really motoring of late. As you can see, the long-term channel is still in play. The shorter-term movement included a coil that lasted about 6 weeks, which was taken out 3 or 4 days ago. The stock continues to move higher, and today moved out over the April high to a new multi-year, and it looks like all-time high here. So let's take a look at whether or not this can make it up to the next target around 49. Beyond that, 60, the top of the long-term channel. U.S. natural gas, UNG, it's the ETF for natural gas, which we've been talking about all week. Popped, flagged, and now for the last 3 sessions has moved up steadily, gapping up each day, and I'm looking for a move that takes us to 9,915, maybe 9.25 as early as tomorrow. Beyond that, I'm looking at 11 as the next trading target. Portfolio position, Europlasty woke up late in the day today, popped 35 cents or almost 7% on 300,000 shares, and may be breaking out of the coil pattern that's held it back for the last 6 weeks. A nice consolidation that took place with good technicals. This could lead to a move that takes us to 8+. That's our next trading target for UPI. And lastly is Vonage Holdings, which woke up and exploded today. After breaking out in May and then consolidating for about 4 weeks, the stock exploded on 15 million shares today, jumping 15.6% or 33 cents, closing at 244, just 4 cents off the high. Now there's some resistance up around the 275 range, which I expect to be tested short term, but secondary target up around 4.5, 4.5, let's call it, would be my secondary trading target. And those are your ideas for tonight. Good luck tomorrow. Bye-bye.